Hi, I'm Harlan with Glamour, and I'm all about that style. Join me on my YouTube channel. Well, let me tell you why my show is different. My show is different because I have this special sauce, and that's me. I love people, and people love me. I'm on a mission to uplift my community. My show is different because I'm going to be talking about style. I'm going to be having some closet talk, and that's closet with a Z and not with an S. I will be interviewing people from my neighborhood and beyond. I'm running up in every place. And you know what? We're going to have a bunch of fun because the world is so serious today. Don't you want to smile? Well, come join me because I will make you smile because it's all about that Harlem with Glamour style. Hi, I'm Harlan with Glamour Style. And on today's episode of Closet Talk, and that's closet with a Z and not with an S, I'll be discussing something that's no laughing matter. It's very serious. I'm talking about high blood pressure, this silent killer. Stay tuned. High blood pressure, also known as the silent killer, is taking the lives of far too many black men. And the sad truth is, many of them don't even realize they have it. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is a significant health concern, particularly among black men. Data indicates a disproportionately higher prevalence and severity of hypertension in this population. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, black adults in the United States have the highest prevalence of hypertension compared to other racial and ethnic groups. Specifically, about 54% of black men have hypertension, and they don't even know they have it. Why is this happening? One of the main reasons is the lack of access to health care. Many black men are hesitant to visit the doctors due to financial constraints, fear of receiving a negative diagnosis, or simply because they don't see the importance of regular checkups. But I'm here to tell you, ignoring your health can be a deadly mistake. High blood pressure, if left undetected and untreated, can lead to heart disease, stroke, and even death. Don't wait until it's too late. And if you know a black man who is hesitant to go to the doctor, be a support system for him. Encourage and motivate him to take his health seriously. We have the power to break the cycle of high blood pressure in our community. Let's take control of our health and break the silent killer's grip on our lives, because high blood pressure doesn't care about how much money you have in the bank, the car you drive, or the watch you have on your wrist. High blood pressure is that silent killer. And the worst part is, it often shows no symptoms until it's too late. It's time for us to take charge of our health. Gentlemen, we must prioritize regular checkups and monitoring our high blood pressure levels. It may be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for our well-being. I urge you to take action today, but we have the power to beat it. Let's make our health a priority and put it into this silent killer, high blood pressure, because it's taken out a lot of good brothers, and it doesn't have to be that way. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Harlan with Glamour Style, and your name is?
Dave the Barber, hello.
How you doing today, Dave the Barber?
I keep it happy.
Keeping it happy, keeping it happy. Well, I have a serious question for you. Is it a fact or fiction that black men, especially men of color, are afraid to go to the doctor? And if so, why?
9 out of 10, my belief is I really believe a lot of men don't go to the doctor. You right about that. I can't speak for them, but 9 out of 10, a lot of them, they really don't, including myself. I don't go normally like I supposed to myself though, but sometimes my experience, a lot of people don't go to the doctor because I guess a lot of us is lazy, not trying to go there or not trying to take care of their personal business. And sometimes a person really feel like naturally they feel good. If they feel good and nothing is bothering them inside, they feel like they good, even though it's still good to go. So I can't really speak for a lot of other people, but that's just my opinion on that.
Do you know your numbers? Today I'm talking about high blood pressure. Do you know your numbers?
Now, I don't know my numbers. don't know my numbers. I don't know my numbers. But I do my athletics myself in the house, and I do what I do, my athletics, and me, I feel good every time I wake up in the morning. But that's still on, you still got to go and get a checkup. But me, I'm gonna say it again, my opinion, a lot of black men, they really, a lot of my friends, they don't go like they supposed to go. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, thank you so much, Dave the Barber. And I just strongly encourage you to take care of yourself because we love you, brother, okay?
Yes, I love my sisters too.
All right.
Yes, I love my
I'm Harlem with Glamour Style, and your name is?
My name is Gus. How y'all doing?
I'm good. Where you from, Gus?
Harlem, all day, every day.
I know that's right. I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you feel that it's a fact or fiction that men of color are afraid to go to the doctor? And if so, you tell me why.
I think for the most part that could be the case. Nobody wants bad news, you know what I'm saying? So I think that has a lot to do with it. But if you care about yourself, you'll go and figure it out and do what you got to do to take care of yourself. But I do feel like a lot of us as black men are fearful of the doctor. Yes.
Why do you think that is?
No, I mean, nobody wants to go and be given bad news. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just a thing with black men in general, but yeah, I have family members who raised me and I never heard them speak about going to the doctors. They had like ways of like taking care of themselves without seeing a doctor. They had the home remedies and things like that. And I think that's just the culture that we brought up in. You know, we just trust more or less the in-house remedies versus going to see a doctor.
Thank you so much, Gus.
You're welcome.
You know, let me tell you something. This is going to be so profound because you don't know how many lives you're going to touch with this story. So I thank you again.
I hope so, but go see the doctor and just, you know, use your own judgment at the end of the day. Sometimes doctors are not always right. You know what I'm saying? They're human. They make mistakes. But, you know, you got to kind of mix in what you think is right versus do your own research, read, and, you know, try to figure it out. But health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
I feel you, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with registered nurse Jadira Jimenez. Listen, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
You know, I did a story about high blood pressure and how it affects men of color. And I want to ask you a few questions. Are you open to that?
Absolutely.
I'd like to know, why are men of color at such a high risk of developing high blood pressure?
There's a lot of history behind that, but I'll just go and start with like it's kind of in the culture, right? Where like men feel like they're just strong and they're just capable of handling a lot of things, and they just don't really know what's going on inside their body. So it takes some time for them to say, okay, I got to go to the ER, and that's something that we want to avoid for them. So getting your primary care once a year is absolutely necessary to avoid that.
What steps can be taken to lower the risk of getting high blood pressure?
I would like to say there's many factors, but nutrition has a lot to do with it. Having a balance of your salt intake, having a balance of your water intake, having a balance of your protein, all of that like induces for you to have a nice pressure going through your body.
So what effects does smoking and that drinking, smoking, and that kind of lifestyle, what kind of risk does that have when you do have high blood pressure?
Yes. So smoking, actually, what it does, it constricts your blood vessels. So it prompts your blood pressure to spike automatically. Drinking, absolutely, when we go to different events and I see somebody's blood pressure high, I tend to ask, were you drinking last night? Yes, it was. Why? Because the volume and also what the alcohol has tends to promote your blood pressure to go high.
Oh, really? So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but you know what? We need a wake-up call for you men. So if you do all these things, what's the worst things that can happen to you?
Oh, yeah. So it's very necessary for people to know what happens when your blood pressure goes really high and what it's exactly doing to your body and to your blood vessels. So when your blood pressure is high, it's running really fast through your veins, through your arteries. And what happens is it could damage the walls. And when it damages the walls, your body is so smart that it creates a scab so that you won't bleed out through those arteries. So now this scab is there, wonderful. But now if you still have the pressure running so high, it breaks that scab, which now becomes like a clot going through your body. And when it's okay to travel through the big arteries, but when it gets to the small arteries like your brain and your heart, that's where it stops, and it stops the oxygen from going to those places. And that's the danger of it.
Thank you so much. So you know, this is a wake-up call, and I hope you guys are listening. And I just want to say thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. My final thoughts are,
Taking control of your blood pressure is a powerful step towards a healthier lifestyle, and knowing your numbers is a great place to start. Regular checkups can empower you to make informed decisions for a healthy lifestyle. Listen, I don't want to preach, but you know what? I'm going to preach. Brothers, let's get it together. High blood pressure, this killer, is taking out far too many men, and it doesn't have to be that way. Let's do better because we love you. Until next time, see you soon on Harlem with Glamour Closet Talk. Bye-bye.
Episode of Harlem with Glamour Style is sponsored by Crave's Vegan Food.